So as we saw in the previous episode, after the party, Hannah and Garrett end up spending the night in the same room. But right after waking up, Hannah says something that makes the ground slip from under Garrett's feet. On the other hand, Hannah herself is confused. On one side, there's her old crush Justin, with whom she's doing music sessions. And on the other side, there's Garrett. And the more time she spends with him, the deeper their bond seems to be getting. So what exactly did Hannah say to Garrett that morning that turned the whole story on its head? Let's get straight into the story of Off Campus, Season 1, Episode 4. It's morning. Hannah is standing in the room, looks at Garrett, and says directly, "Garrett, I need an orgasm from you." Garrett is completely shocked. Hannah tells him to hear her out first. Then she shares her deepest and darkest truth. Back in high school, someone had spiked her drink at a party and she was raped. That's why she still doesn't drink at parties to this day. She says her therapist helped her understand it wasn't her fault and that she has moved on. But the problem is, she doesn't feel comfortable being intimate with any guy. Hannah tells him that Justin has messaged her, saying his roommates are heading out. So she wants to be ready before she goes to Justin. She tells Garrett, "I just don't want to be scared. That's why I want to try first with someone it wouldn't really matter with, so I'm not nervous in front of Justin. You're my friend. Please just do me this one last favor." Garrett is a little hurt that Hannah called him someone it wouldn't matter with, but he pushes his feelings down and, like a true friend, smiles and says that if she needs it, he'll help her out. They decide to meet that night. The story moves forward to a campus scene. Hannah is walking with her music teacher and plays him her new song. The teacher listens and says it's much better than the last one. Hannah tells him the lyrics are Justin's. The teacher then stops her and asks, "When you're bored or sad, how does it feel to listen to your favorite song?" When Hannah gives a small smile, the teacher says, "Exactly. The body relaxing and the feelings coming through, that's what real music is." Meanwhile, Hannah's roommate Allie is trying to break up with her boyfriend, but her boyfriend laughs and says, "Your usual 5-stage breakup cycle has started again. First breakup Allie, then hungry Allie, then angry bird Allie, then the crying stage, and finally, late night call begging for a patch-up Allie. I know you're scared of cats, and here, your favorite lip balm." Allie takes the lip balm from him, but still acts tough, breaks up, and walks off. The scene shifts to the gym, where Garrett is working out with a friend. Confused, Garrett tells his friend that there's a girl who wants to do all that with him tonight. His friend immediately asks, "Is it Hannah?" Garrett lies and says no, it's someone else. His friend advises him, "Make sure the girl feels safe, and don't push anything until she's completely sure." Garrett thanks him. After the gym, as Hannah is heading to campus, she runs into Justin. Justin smiles and asks if she'll come to his room tonight to work on the song. Hannah says she will, but she has one very important thing to take care of first. Justin looks pleased, but the viewers already know exactly what important thing Hannah means. That night, Hannah arrives at Garrett's room in a really pretty dress, but she's clearly uncomfortable in it. Garrett notices this instantly. He hands her one of his oversized t-shirts so she can feel more comfortable. Hannah really appreciates this bit of care from him. They sit together. It's a little awkward at first, but then the conversation starts flowing. Garrett plays a song from his playlist to lighten the mood, a deeply emotional song he always listens to. As the song plays, the mood turns romantic. They start kissing, but suddenly the smile disappears from Hannah's face and she pulls back. The fear from her past grips her again. Garrett doesn't force her at all, doesn't lecture her either. He just makes her feel that she's completely safe here. Hannah feels a deep sense of relief. Then, in the middle of the conversation, Garrett looks into her eyes and softly says, "I like you." The room goes silent, but then a message comes in on Garrett's phone, and the moment breaks. Hannah smiles and says she should get going now. The next day, there's a drama show on campus. In the auditorium, the spotlight sweeps over the audience and randomly stops on Hannah and Justin. They're called up on stage. They have to act out a scene where they play lovers. On stage, Hannah and Justin look so close to each other that they seem like a real couple. Sitting in the audience, Garrett watches all this and his heart breaks inside. That's when Cameron, Garrett's ex, comes and sits next to him. She understands his pain and says, "I once felt for you the way you're starting to feel for Hannah now, but some people's hearts beat for someone else." After the play ends, Justin asks Hannah out on a date. Hannah tells Garrett about it. Holding back his tears, Garrett smiles and says, "Congratulations, you got your guy and I got my grade." They both agree that their fake couple deal is now officially over. At the party, Justin asks Hannah to come to his room, but Hannah suddenly realizes that Justin only ever thinks about himself, while Garrett always genuinely cared for her. Hannah makes an excuse and rushes away. She goes to Garrett's room, but he's not there. Meanwhile, Garrett is alone at the ice rink, practicing hockey. Then he hears a girl crying and singing through the door. It's his favorite emotional song. Garrett rushes over and finds Hannah there, singing through her tears. Hannah has realized she's in love with Garrett. Garrett walks up to her, looks at her and says, "I can't just be your friend anymore, because friends don't kiss like this. And this scene, episode 4, comes to an end. If you love web series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.